It has come to our attention that in the early years of the 21st century, man was being watched by intelligence greater than theirs, and yet as mortal as their own. Through the chaos, we determine the Fanatics and the Fan.
That's right, folks. You are listening to Fanatics and the Fan. Oh, man, what an amazing week we're going to have here on the show. It's been an amazing TV week. Keith, you got to see some new stuff this week?
A little bit. We got
a little bit. It's weird how they're rolling them out. I used to absolutely hate it, but the way they're rolling it out now, I don't miss nearly as much as I used to.
Well, look, congratulations to the cast and crew of Game of Thrones and
right?
Oh my gosh.
For yet another season.
And
all their Emmy wins, which they surpassed Frasier, which I didn't think that was ever going to happen.
It was definitely going to happen, but, you know, I just look at it this way. Those guys worked their butts off on that show. And
well, they certainly work their butts on.
Hey, folks, if you can't tell, cosplayer, actress, and incredible smartass. Hi, Alexis. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
You've been doing a lot of stuff, haven't you?
I have.
Congratulations on your play last night.
Thank you. We just finished REPO.
I was able to check out Keith Class Act Productions' rendition of the Repo Man.
REPO the Genetic Opera.
I actually, if you talk to some of the cast, they like to call it
Shadow
Repo
cast.
Man. And wow, I will never look at Alexis the same again.
It's the scantily clad dancing Gentern outfits. No one looks at you the same after those.
Well, you know, you could be a former Harry Potter actor that's now known for a horse on stage, but hey.
Yes.
That's fair. That's fair.
Miss Sandy from the Springfield Hooligans, how are you?
Good.
So, as a hooligan, isn't like this like your least favorite time of the year? Because you're like a long way removed from...
I know, I have Amazon Prime now, so I can watch Dr. Who again. So I'm happy.
And I want to welcome to the show, these guys, Keith, they're not just a film crew. They're not just stage actors. They do a little bit of everything, but don't let them send you messages, because they will be the most random messages you've ever seen.
That is not our fault.
Welcome to the show from Nerds for Entertainment. How are you guys? Introduce yourselves.
Doing pretty good. I'm Huck. I'm actually Huck from Huck Let's Play on YouTube. Also, I'm one of the producers. Hey, I'm trying to brand here. Leave me alone. No.
Yeah, Quentin, brand yourself.
But also, I'm one of the producers and directors and cinematographers for Nerds for Entertainment.
Yeah, and I'm Tyler. I'm not going to plug stuff
What's
like
your YouTube channel, Tyler?
That's Tyler Bueno Music.
He'll do it for you.
So we're going to talk to those guys about what they got going on, but they're joining us on the show today. Wow. Right before the show, me and Keith and the rest of the crew sit down and talk about what's actually happening, what we consider as news. And
it's not what we consider, it's what is news.
And this...
That sounds really confrontational and very direct, and I just don't know if I'm really comfortable being that confrontational.
This week, it's wow. I'm going to turn it over to Keith and let him just read off what we were just talking about, because some of this stuff is actually super cool. Keith.
Disney has now started negotiating, or at least mapping out what they want to do for the next decade between Lucasfilm and Marvel. And I got to tell you, this is an exciting time if you're a fan of either one of those companies and the films and television shows they produce. Now, for my money, I think this is also going to be kind of a weird time in that, you know, Robert Iger is getting ready to leave as the head guy for Disney. And given that Marvel Studios is now a separate entity that pretty much reports directly to him, depending on who you hire to run Disney from here on out, if that person isn't much of a comic book fan, it's going to affect the kinds of films that they're going to be able to produce in the future, and as to also affect their negotiating with actors and actresses who they've yet to sign, and or actors and actresses who they have with them right now who may want to move on.
And who may or may not have contracts that are about to be up. All of Marvel.
Yeah, like pretty much the entire Thor cast and crew, with the exception of Mark Ruffalo.
Isn't Scarlett's up soon? Or did she sign a new one?
No, yeah, she re-upped. Chris Evans re-upped for D23, which is the reason why he went from, I don't know how long I want to do this, to, I want to make as many movies as you guys as possible.
Sebastian did his, right?
Sebastian's cool.
They need him.
They locked him for 11 movies.
Hey, we're gonna get. That means we have to get that backstory: Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, Natasha Romanoff thing going on.
Well, that was his original contract with 11 films. So he's in. He's safely in.
Woo.
What do you think? Do you think that they're going to try to go for someone young, or do you think that they're going to go for someone extremely experienced for these positions?
It'll be someone who the board thinks can continue basically allowing them to make an ungodly amount of money, because that's pretty much what Robert Iger's was doing from the moment he became the head guy. That's when they were able to finalize their deal with Pixar, because for the previous person who was running things, Michael Eisner, the Pixar people, half that company didn't want to become a part of Disney because of him. And given the book that he wrote after he left, I think it's crazy.
All I can think about when you talk about that is the Star Kid show Twisted, which is on YouTube, because it's an entire parody of that whole business deal.
Yeah. Well, you know that Eisner put in the book that he totally expected to be hired back in the future. And
maybe you should move closer to the mic, Quentin. I don't think anyone heard your scoffing laughter.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
But he also talked about how in a dream, Disney came to him in a dream. Yeah, this is all in his book.
Was it a dream or an acid trip?
Wait till you hear what was said. And Disney anointed him his proper successor.
What?
Which is the reason why he believes he was always destined to run the company.
Sidebar. What drugs are legal in California?
We don't have time to list that.
And now you see why at least half of Pixar went, we're not signing this deal. We're not going into business with you. And as soon as they replaced you.
As soon as they replaced him and offered them $1.6 billion.
You're a filmmaker. Would you want to deal with this dude? Or is he not crazy?
Look at the films that he and his used-to-be best friend put together when they were running things. I mean, I think both these guys had to go. They really did. And Disney's gotten better since they've both been gone.
Have we ever had a good, I won't even say comic book movie, which is that's what I'm trying to get at, but even a good geek or good nerd science fiction movie that was not ran by the helm by someone that at least understood what we are. Ever.
In corporate culture, the most you can hope for is that somebody is so fixated on the money, they don't care what you do as long as you return their initial investment plus some. And with Marvel, with Pixar, with Henson, with Lucasfilm, they've done that.
Okay, they could honestly put anything under Jim Henson's name and I would go pay money for it. It doesn't even matter what it is.
So they got you.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
like, you buy out the company, it's happening. My mother went to the Muppet movie with me, and when the Muppets came out, spoiler alert, when the Muppets came out and there was that big crowd of people cheering for them, my mother started crying, gross sobbing in the theater.
Well, now here we go with the second big story, and this is the one that's really causing a little bit of a consternation with fans. You have the live-action Ghost in the Shell movie, which they're now starting to run ads for, but they're only giving you 10-second ads.
What can you do with 10 seconds?
Okay, it's better than what they're doing for the Maximum Ride movies. They did a Maximum Ride movie now, and instead of actually advertising for it, they have published GIFs. Not even actual trailers, soundless GIFs, and you have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, and so for Ghost in the Shell, you had Fan, or at least one really ambitious man, decided to put all of these clips together to create a proper promo. So you'll have to go on YouTube to find it. But
do they?
Is it? Have you seen it? Is it good?
I haven't seen the long version. I've seen all the 10-second ones, and it pisses me off.
Well, but can they?
I've visited. Okay, hang on. I hate to cut you off, but I got to say this because me and Keith have sat in his house and spent like an hour watching trailers. This is what he does. I love going to visit him because I'm not walking out of the house without seeing something that I really want to see. It's not that he's forcing me to watch bad trailers. Keith knows I want to see this. I just don't know it's out yet. So just for him to sit, because I know him, he's going to watch all of them and be like, was there any good result at all, even though you've seen all of them?
Well, you want to see. It's like getting involved in a movie and you know, like, for instance, think of the best movie you've ever seen. Now think about only seeing 10 seconds of it and then the whole thing goes black.
But does that make you want to see more of it, though?
Visually,
I think it makes you want to punch somebody in the face.
But after you punch that person, and maybe the 12 after, do you still want to see it? Do you still want to see it?
I feel like it's kind of arrogant advertising.
Yes.
Very similar to like the last Harry Potter movie, when instead of actually putting the name of the movie on the posters, they just put out "It all ends on this date."
Yeah, but you know what?
And did not straight up say anything. I mean, that's true. It's still arrogant.
It is, but they had to, because there was no way you were going to not see that movie.
I mean, honestly, I bought my tickets like 4 months before they came out, but still, it's arrogant.
And finally, you have the announcement that they're going to do a companion television series to go with the Dark Tower film that they're releasing. So technically, they've made it all the way back around to what the original plan was in the first place, which is to have movies and television. To me, I think that's the future of doing it, because rather than just wasting your time trying to figure out what you want to cut to make various movies, you can now just have the time to expand everything with television shows.
So pretty much they're doing the anime stuff.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Sidebar, though, with Companions, new Doctor Who thing is going to be happening soon. Woo! Excited!
Yes.
Isn't that an adult?
Captain Jack Harkness is coming back.
They're gonna. I think the new series will premiere in Britain next month.
Which means it'll be here in like 2 years.
No, actually, they said spring
I know,
2017.
but it's just, you know,
But
every time
Capaldi
something comes up.
is going to be in the first episode.
Nice.
I'm good. I don't know. Did they get new writers? I like Capaldi, and he's a great actor, but I feel like the writers have really ruined him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not been my favorite doctor.
No, and he's so good.
But
as an actor.
I love him. I love him for the grandpa feel and the relationship he had.
Well,
and
I
that's what
would
I
have
love. I've been waiting for that.
That's pretty much what Doctor Who was for several years.
It was, a circle back to Susan and the original, but it was a real issue, because it seemed like every time they were trying to, they'd get there, because that was really the natural chemistry that he and Jenna Coleman had, and then Stephen Moffat would be like, but wait, what if you hit on her? And then we'd all be like, no,
that's when I go
it's
and throw
weird.
Because I just feel wrong.
That's why they went with Peter Capaldi, because they got rid of the romantic thing they were doing with David Tennant and Matt Smith.
Yeah. It was still there though. It was still hinting it.
They try not to they try to move away from it. I feel like it's the issue with they have so many different this last season had so many different directors and writers, which was, I feel like, a real issue for the actual overall tone of the season. Because they were like, oh, so we could do this thing where we make a really cute, granddaughter relationship, and then the next writer would come in and be like, but what if we allude to that time when they were dating, kind of? And then it gets weird.
All I know is everybody's going to tune in. Class is going to be huge. Just make sure you're watching that when it premieres here in the States in spring of 2017.
Yay!
I've always said this. As far as fans go, to me, there's only really two competitions: Star Trek fans and Doctor Who fans.
Hey, Doctor Who fans waited for a 35-year hiatus?
Exactly.
And
we are loyal.
The Star Trek fans didn't have that long of a hiatus, I don't think. Not quite that long, was it?
Well, they had
you look at me to ask that question.